Hi, I'm Carmen Michael Smith, and welcome to another episode of Heart of the Moment. I want it to be known henceforth, here, now, and forevermore that I am for the margins. Yes, for the margins. No, I'm serious though, because there's a saying that says, oh, she for the streets or he for the streets, which means that that person is not trying to settle down and that person is not trying to be married or that person may be promiscuous, but the person is not for home life. They are for the streets. And in my book, Holy Queer, The Coming Out of Christ, I talk about this need to be in the center and how small and suffocating and stingy the center is. It's like we're all fighting to get to this one little tiny place where there's only enough room for so many people, and you can't really stretch out and you can't really do your thing and be creative, but you have to conform to fit into the center. So you have to shed a lot of who you are and who you are meant to be just to be accepted in the center. And I'm for the margins. I could care less about the center. The center is not made for me. It's not made for queer people. Queer people live on the margins. And I mean queer, again, not as in who you sleep with, but queer as in at odds with everything around you. And you have to cultivate a space in which to be and to live and to love. That's the margins, because on the margins, it's ever expanding. There is room for everybody to stretch out. The center is this big, but the margins keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I think about when Jesus says, I go to prepare a space for you, for in my Father's house, there are many rooms. And I think that's the margins. I think that that's the beauty of going back and seeing these scriptures differently, that Jesus says the center, you would all never fit. There's not enough room, but out here on the margins where I had to operate, where I had to, go in the back and sit over on the side and not be in the center all the time. Because the center also is where the light is the hottest and it's not safe. And so as everyone wants to be famous and wants to be in the hot light of the center, I'm looking at Jesus and saying, yeah, I'm for the margins. And it makes me think as a Black gay man that somehow in our quest to be seen, in our quest to be included, that we have also stripped away valuable parts of who we truly are. We've given up a lot of our power. And I know that's not popular to say, but I feel like that we have given up a lot of our power that James Baldwin talks about, being Black, being gay, like superpower, just to fit in the center, just to have our moment in the light. And it's not a judgment, but a call to awareness that that place wasn't designed for us. And so to get there, we have to give away a lot of who we are. We have to give away a lot of our power. And so in those spaces, they like us flamboyant. So we turn up the flame. In those places, they like our fashion and our makeup and our over the top, and they like our spectacle because they think that that is what it means to be a Black gay man or to be queer. There must be some sort of spectacle. Child, honey, and there's nothing wrong with the spectacle. But the power behind the spectacle is what they don't want. That's why I say that we are often not useful, but used to entertain, but not useful to educate, not useful to liberate. And it's why so many creatives or queer people don't fit into corporate structures. It's too small, it's too suffocating, it's too stingy. We have to stretch out, we have to be able to be. And at the heart of the moment, what I think that we miss dearly in society and have created is a famine of queerness. Because to be queer is to be today is to be in the center, is to have that inclusion. But I'm not so interested in being included. I just want to be represented. Representation is out here on the margins. Representation shows me that I'm not only in the room, but like I can fully show up as who I am, which means I bring my superpower. I bring all my talents and my gifts into the room, and I bring my spectacle, and I bring my neuroses, and I bring all of me. I bring all of Carmen into the room on the margins. But when you try to fit the Black, gay, and the queer people into this small little center, then we truly erase who we are. They no longer have to do it. We'll do it for them. We will erase who we are, and we will give up our power to liberate, to disrupt, to heal, to execute. I mean, there used to be a thing that says, oh, we can't wait till the gays move into the neighborhood because then they bring up the property values. They turn things around. We give life to dead situations. I'm not trying to be over the top here. I'm using my words carefully. We give life to dead situations. We resurrect bad outfits. We resurrect brands with our brand loyalty. We resurrect artists, companies, neighborhoods, just by our presence and being our full selves. And I encourage us to remember that we are divinely powerful as Black, queer, gay, however you identify. We are powerful beyond comprehension. And it is our job not to surrender that power to anyone. And I'll say this because I feel divinely led in this moment that if you are a young person struggling with your queerness, or living in a small town and don't have someone, I encourage you to know that you are divine. That just because people can't see your superpower, that may be your protective moment. Because if they saw it right now, they may try to take it from you or confine you. But continue to feel what you feel and lean into what your heart calls you to. Because all of those things will be tools in your belt that when you do rise, to help liberate the world, you will have so many experiences to go with it. Hang in there. You are divinely loved by God. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you are super. I'm Carmen Michael Smith, encouraging everyone to let disruption be the catalyst for your liberation.